Hi, my name is Paul Miners and I am a productivity blogger and virtual consultant. Now, I've spent the last couple of years building my business, and it was only during about mid-2016 when I started virtual consulting that things really started to take off. Towards the end of the year, I got to the point where I was earning more than my full-time job, and I was able to quit my job in December. I then spent the first half of 2017 traveling Southeast Asia with my wife while building my business and working remotely. And during this time, I actually worked an average of about 25 hours per week, and this was while earning 2, sometimes 3 times more than I was when I was working full-time. For me, my biggest priority in life is to be 100% in control of my time, location, and finances. I want to be completely independent so that I can spend more time doing the things that I really enjoy. Creating an online business certainly isn't easy. First off, finding and testing your idea is a challenge even in itself. And then how do you know what to focus on? Do you make an ebook, an online course? Should you go down the affiliate marketing route? Or do you engage in freelancing or consulting? And there's tons of advice out there. I mean, I've read all the blogs, listened to the podcasts, and watched the videos. And the truth is, there is no secret. There's no right or wrong way to make money online, although there are some methods that are better than others. Now, in this 3-part video training, I'm going to explain why becoming a virtual consultant, in other words, someone who takes their expertise and sells it online by helping people through one-on-one consulting, is actually a great way to launch your online business before branching out into other methods of making money like making courses and affiliate marketing. In the second video, I'll share some of the common mistakes that people make so that you can avoid those when starting your online business. And in the third and final video, I'll share my entire virtual consulting process from start to finish so that you know how to find and get clients online. All right, let's get into our very first training today. Part 1, 6 reasons why you should become a virtual consultant. So here are my 6 reasons. Let's get straight into it. Number 1 is that you can earn money quickly compared to other business models. So if you're thinking of building an online business, there are of course lots of things you can do to earn money. But making products and building an audience to sell those products to takes a lot of time and development. You can start with virtual consulting and make money very quickly this week. In fact, all you need to do is take a skill that you already have and find someone who's willing to pay for that expertise. That's really what virtual consulting is about. It's about convincing people, or it's about monetizing the skills you already have and selling that knowledge to people who need that skill. I do this every single day by talking to business owners on Skype and teaching them how to use tools like Asana, Pipedrive, and MailChimp. These are the tools that I specialize in. That's right, I don't have to make or sell anything. I literally use my expertise and talk to people online. There's even not a lot of work involved outside of these calls. I do a bit here and there, I do a bit of research and I implement certain things, but really the bulk of my time spent with clients is actually just on calls, talking to them, sharing the knowledge that I already have. But this is really key, is that you can earn money very quickly compared to other ways of making money online, compared to making a book or a course or affiliate marketing or even a physical product. Virtual consulting can get you up and running very quickly. So here are some actual stats from my Pipedrive account. So Pipedrive is a sale to track my income. So I started about halfway through 2000. In my very first month, I made over $1,200 in month 1. That was just by sharing some expertise around Asana in month number 1. That was working with I think it was 2 clients in month 1. Then you can see I slowly grew a little bit towards the end of the year, and in December I quit my job. And in January I went traveling. I started traveling with my wife, and we spent the first half of 2017 traveling Southeast Asia. And you can see that during that time, my consulting has just grown and grown and grown. You know, after quitting, I could spend a lot more time growing my business, and each month I've seen an increase in sales up to January 2017, where we are today, and I'm continuing to have great success with this. But you can see, I really want to highlight this first 6 months. You know, you can be earning money very quickly, over $1,200 in month 1. You know, you can be earning a few $1,000s very quickly through virtual consulting. Reason number 2 is you can earn a high hourly rate. Now, when you price your service the right way, so more on this coming soon, you can earn a lot more than you otherwise would at a, quote, normal job. So for example, an average salary, let's say you earn $50,000 per year, $50,000 per year. This equates to an average hourly rate of about $25. Now, over the last few months, I've tracked every single hour spent, every minute spent consulting, and compared this to my income. Turns out I'm earning an effective hourly rate of around $280 per hour. And, I'm actually still fairly new to consulting. There are online consultants that make a lot more than me. But in terms of the time to income benefit there, it's a much higher hourly rate than a normal job. And I'm not asking you to rip off clients either. With the right pricing model, you can actually earn a decent income and deliver a better service by lowering your client's potential risk. So that more on this coming soon. But yeah, I'm not asking you to rip them off. You can, if you price your services well, if you're delivering value for your client, and if they're happy to pay your prices and you're helping them to make money, save money, or you're sharing some expertise that they're willing to pay for, then it's a win-win for both of you. Reason number 3 is you can earn more on the side. So even if you don't want to work for yourself even if you don't want to work for yourself full time, by doing some virtual consulting on the side, you can supplement your income and earn a little extra to support yourself or your family and do more of the things that you love. And just virtual consulting is a great way to just earn a little bit extra on top of your job. That's totally fine. You don't have to quit your job if you don't want to, but it's a great way to just earn a little bit of extra cash to have that coming in every week, every month. Reason number 4 is to increase your freedom of time, location, and finance. This is really important for me, and I know for a lot of people as well. And when you work for yourself as a virtual consultant, you can free up your time, location, and finances. And I've talked about how virtual consulting can help you to earn more on the side, and how through proper pricing, your effective hourly rate will be drastically higher. Now, with this higher hourly rate, the key here is that you can work less and have more time to spend with your family, or do what I did, for example. I went traveling for 6 months through Southeast Asia, and I was working with clients in the US, in the UK, and around Europe, while I was exploring Vietnam, Cambodia, Japan, and Indonesia. So here I am. I'm second on the left there. This is me in Bali, Indonesia. I'm actually at a co-working space here, the Dojo co-working space, where I was able to meet awesome people, very intelligent, network, and I worked remotely from Bali for 7 weeks. This was the first leg of our trip, and it was just an incredible experience. We had an amazing time in Bali. We'll be going back, and so that first 6 months of 2017, that trip that we went on was just an unbelievable, life-changing experience, and it was made possible by, I could sustain that, and we could have kept going, through the income I was making consulting on the side. Reason number 5 is that the world is actually transitioning to a freelance economy. Now, a 2016 study found that 35% of the US workforce are now freelancing, and this is expected to continue to grow. And technology means that business owners no longer need to employ people who are geographically close to their office. And more companies are contracting remote workers to work on projects for short periods of time. If you think about it, for a company, it's actually now more cost effective to employ a virtual worker for a short period of time, even if that means paying them more per hour compared to a full annual salary and all the benefits. As a salaried employee, it's very expensive for a company to hire a person and provide all those benefits and, renting office space and providing everything that comes with hiring an employee, versus working with remote workers is actually a lot more cost effective for companies. So the world is kind of going through this interesting transition right now. And not just for companies, but the internet is enabling more and more people to leave their jobs and monetize their skills around the world. And so, my question for you is, are you going to join the revolution? Here we are. This is us in Hanoi in Vietnam, my wife and Haley. This is us at our Airbnb, where we spent a couple of weeks in Vietnam, just working remotely, doing what we want. I was, again, working with clients in the US, around Europe, and only working during our trip, maybe on average about 25 hours per week. Reason number 6 is that you are 100% in control. We often make the assumption that because we have a job that we are safe. However, during, the last financial crisis, many people who thought they were safe lost their jobs as companies had to tighten their spending. But when you work for yourself, you get to decide how and when to work. So if you want to play 9 holes of golf or go for a workout in the middle of the day, like I often do, that's totally up to you. And this was a big thing for me. I get frustrated, or I have been frustrated in the past in previous jobs that I've had. I like to have a bit more control over my time and my income and how and when to work. And so that's the final reason. Those are my 6 top reasons why I think virtual consulting is a great way to launch an online business before you then branch out into other areas. Maybe you want to sell an ebook or create an online course like I'm doing right now. But I think virtual consulting is a great way to get you started earning money quickly. So that's it for this first video. If you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could take a few seconds to share this video training with your friends and family via social media. And I'd also love it if you could leave me a comment below this video and tell me, what would you like to learn in regards to virtual consulting? If you want to learn more, then check out my How to Become a Virtual Consultant program. In this program, I guide you step by step how to find and, more importantly, how to test your idea before you start a business. I walk you through pricing, writing proposals, and every single step along the way from finding to closing clients and creating your virtual consulting business. In the next video, I'm going to share some of the common mistakes that I made along the way so that you can avoid those before you start your business. The next video will be emailed to you in a few days, so keep an eye on your inbox, and thanks very much for watching.